The distributive property says that if a sum or a difference is multiplied by another number or variable, that is equal to each piece of the sum or difference being multiplied and then added. So in this case, if I have a times the sum of b plus c, that is equal to a times b plus a times c. I'm distributing what's on the outside of the parentheses to everything that's on the inside. Not just one, but both. If I had three terms here, a plus c plus d, then this would be ab plus ac plus ad. When I start using numbers into it, I can actually do the operation. For instance, on number 1, I have 2 times the sum of 3 plus x. So I'll multiply 2 times the 3, and I get a 6. I'll multiply 2 times the x, and I get a 2x. Because there was addition in between it, I have addition in between at the end of the distribution. At this point, if these two numbers were similar, in other words, if I had an x here and an x here, I could add them together. In this case, I cannot. Let's try one that involves a variable in front. So let's say I'm going to take x and distribute it. I have to do it by both terms. Even though this is a y, I can still multiply by an x. So x times 3 is just 3x. We always put number then letter. Plus x times 5y is just 5 times x times y. Generally, we always put number first and then alphabetical order variables second. So in this case, the x is distributed to each piece. The y doesn't go away, the x doesn't go away, the 5 doesn't go away. I have to do them all. And it ends up looking like this. Let's say it's a number, let's skip over a number variable. Let's do one that's, here we go. Let's say we have a 4 on the wrong side. It doesn't matter, this is still multiplication. Anytime there is something up against parentheses, we assume that the operation is multiplication unless there's a sign in between. Since there's no minus or plus on the outside of the parentheses, then this has to be a multiplication. I'll take 4 and distribute it to the 6 x's, and I'll distribute it to the 2y. 4 times 6x, 4 times 6 is 24, and the x stays. 4 times 2y is 8 y's. I cannot add together an 8 and a y, so these 8 y's will not add to the 24 x's. If it is a fraction, then I multiply this number times the top and divide by the bottom. This number times top, divide by bottom. So this becomes 12/4 x minus 8/4, which I can reduce both of those terms. 12 divided by 4 is 3x minus 8 divided by 4 is 2. In the case of a y times a y, I'm going to end up with a y squared. Y times an x is just xy. Up here, x times an x is x squared. X times a y is just y. Do not forget, if I'm distributing a negative number, it's going to change the sign of everything on the inside. So negative 7 times negative 2 is a positive 14, and negative 7 times a minus 5a is going to be a positive 35a's. The negative on the outside says to change the sign of everything on the inside. Had this been a positive 2, I would have a negative 14 here.